'85 at the Ritz, Slayer on the Hell Awaits tour. Bad Brains opened up, and Megadeth played before Slayer, and I remember Megadeth getting booed off stage. As soon as they started, he started talking and blah, 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 and then it was just like bottles were getting thrown at him and shit like that, and they just had to get him off stage immediately. And Slayer brought that fucking violence. I mean, it was real, man. Slayer brought that violence. But I saw, that was, I guess it was Eye Against Eye, Bad Brains. You know, I was happy that I got a chance to see something like that. The club that I really miss, I'll be honest with you, it may not be as old school as some other things that people are saying, but like Coney Island High was a great club. It was like, you know, if you consider that I probably came in a little bit late on things, Coney Island High was like the last club that I can remember where like people from different scenes and genres got together in one club. They were like artsy people there, they were like actors there, they were like touring bands there, there were us that were there. There was all different types of people, man, and it was a very hip place. I miss that place. There were other clubs that I liked too, but that was it was like Goodfellas, you know? It was like the beginning of Goodfellas, you know? I saw the Beastie Boys play Coney Island under Quasar. They played Unannounced, and they did like an all hardcore set, and you know, although I did see a lot of shows, that was very special to see, man. And I was like, Jimmy booked it. He was doing the Creepy Crawl production thing, and you know, I was right at the soundboard, and I saw it was incredible. Argentina. I love South America in general. I love to go to South America. Argentina is always great. Great people. You know, very cultured place. Very cultured place. Great food. Like I said, wonderful people and rabid fans. Brazil too. You know, Brazil's right there. You know, when you leave the United States, you know, you see it's a whole other thing. But South America is always great. Any place that you go there where they don't get bands, you know, every week, you know, they're gonna show you a lot of love. I mean, I gotta say, the first guy I have to mention is Todd Youth. We're filming this, you know, right after he passed away, and it really made me reminisce a lot about playing with him and hanging out with him, and he was a great guitar player, a great like musical director for the band, you know. To this day, when I rehearse with somebody and it sounded okay or it didn't sound very good and everybody's just ready to go to the next thing, I always think about when Todd Youth would be like, you know, that didn't sound right. You know, why are we going to the next song, you know? And you know, sometimes as you get older, people, they don't want to tell you, you know, they don't want to like step on your toes or anything. But, you know, I was so young at that time, and even though Todd was younger than me, he was much more mature than I was, you know. He really was very hard on me, on the whole band, and he was just a great guitar player. And I played with other great guitar players too. I just finished playing with Des Gadina for a long time, over 12 years, you know. Great guitar player. Like a man, you know what I'm saying? A man playing a big piece of wood, you know. Joe Affey from Maximum Penalty, amazing guitar player. Great tone, great guy, great right hand. I was in Murphy's Law, and at the time, Vinnie had a lot of time, and would go to a lot of shows, would go with us for the weekend shows. I was complaining about something, and he just said, the first time I ever heard this expression, stay the course, kid. And you know, I didn't even understand what he was saying, but now, years later, I do understand what he was saying. You know, just like, you got a good gig, you got other things you want to do, you got things on your mind, stay the course. This is gonna help you in the long run, you know? He was absolutely right, you know? So, stay the course was a very poignant thing that guy told me 20 years ago. I mean, I'd have to say, you know, to be redundant like everybody else, but, you know, Mackie was instrumental in capturing an urban style of playing heavy music. But there were other great drummers that when I was playing at that age, like Will Shepler is a great drummer. A lot of guys, my contemporaries, Ray from Fahrenheit 451, Riggs Ross, great drummer, Lou Medina from Breakdown, Kenny from Candiria, a lot of great drummers played out there. Gigi from Step Too Far was another great drummer. You know, we were always playing, and I would always watch them. Rafe from Kill Your Idols, he plays the Black Anvil now. We saw each other all the time, you know, and they were great drummers, and they were great people, and they influenced me. They helped a lot. That was a great opportunity. I mean, I was at the right place at the right time. I was with Murphy's Law, and you know, when the very infamous leaving of their drummer Chud and their singer Michael Graves, and you know, I filled it for them temporarily, and then over the years, you know, filled in here and there until I started playing with Jerry, you know, for full time for a long time, over 10 years. And those are great memories. Playing in a band like that is difficult, you know, because there's so many, you know, pure fans and fans that aren't accepting of a lot of things. You know, it's like I'm a big Kiss fan, so I understand, you know. But it was a tremendous pleasure to play with that guy in particular. Jerry's nothing but a family member of mine, I could say at this point, you know. Yeah, continue playing, continue doing the things that you love to do, because there's people out there that wish that they could do it, you know. They live for music, you know, and they live vicariously through your influence. And that is something that is precious, you know, whether you're making money or you're not making money. It's just something that, you know, it comes through you. Making music, whether it's hardcore music or funk or punk or metal, is an organic experience, you know. Don't think that anything's over, or you're too old, or you're too young, or you're too this or that. Just do it, man. We're waiting for it, you know. People are out there waiting for it. They live for it. No, absolutely not, because I work, we're filming at Astoria Soundworks. I work here, and I see punk and hardcore metal bands all the time, and I'm not talking about regular guys. I mean, bands from Nepal, you know what I'm saying? Kids from Nepal, Mexican metal punk bands, Japanese, you know, like they're out there and they play for no money, you know what I'm saying? They pay to rehearse. All they want to do is play this music that they're so in love with, and they want to express themselves, and they are keeping it real, so keep it real.